Say his name softly, keep it close. Never gone, never gone from the road. Say his name softly, keep it close. Every brother still carries his soul. Still alive in the cold. Yeah. Rest easy. We were kids on the corner with the word on our backs, writing dreams in a notebook over secondhand tracks. You were first in the room when my confidence broke. Always gave me your last when your own pocket smoked. We would laugh at the pain, never showing the strain. Walk for miles through the cold and come home in the rain. Every beat that we made had a piece of your heart. You believed in the crew from the very first start. Then the call in the night made the whole block free. Saw your mother on the sidewalk fall down to her knees. No words in my mouth, only fire in my chest. Had to stand with the brothers while we laid you to rest. Now I drive past the corner where your old shadows stay. And I hear your voice calling through the smoke and the haze. Say his name. Oh, when one brother falls, every brother feels the pain. Never gone, never gone. We remember every name. Hold him close, don't fade. Hold him close. Even in the silence, we can hear him loud. Ride, ride, ride. Hold him close, don't fade. Hold him close. Every lost brother still walks with the crowd. Yeah, yeah, Years pass by, but the wounds stay deep. Some nights I still see you whenever I sleep. Your old jacket still hangs in the back of the room, like a piece of the light that survived on the gloom. We kept feeding your family, never spoke of the cost, because taking care of yours means you're never fully lost. Some brothers found peace, some still battle the rage. Some are trapped in the cell, writing pain on the page. But whenever we gather, there's a chair left for you, and we pour out the little like the old brothers do. Every wind that we touch has your fingerprints there. Every breath that we take is another shared prayer. They can tear down the block, they can cover the storm, but a brother, remember, will never be gone. Say his name. Oh, when one brother falls, every brother feels the pain. Never gone, never gone. We remember every name. Hold him close, don't fade. Hold him close. Even in the silence, we can hear him loud. Ride, ride, ride. Hold him close, don't fade. Hold him close. Every lost brother still walks with the crowd. Yeah, yeah, yeah. To the brother still breathing, keep the circle tight. Call your brother in the darkness, don't wait for the light. We were never born rich, but our loyalty remains, and the ones beneath the ground still survive through our names. Hold them close, don't fade. Oh, even in the silence, we can hear him loud. Hold them close, don't fade. Hold them close. Every lost brother still walks with the crowd. Yeah. Say his name. 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 Last night in the record shop, dust on every shelf. 30 years of stories about to belong to somebody else. Last night, old man Reggie kept the red joints in the back. Every Saturday we gathered just to dig through every stack. No phones in our hands, only covers we could read. Learning where the samples came from, studying the seeds. One brother knew the jazz, one could name the perfect break. One was saving every dollar for the record he would take. We would argue over drums till the evening disappeared, then carry home the knowledge that the radio never shared. That shop became a classroom with no papers or degrees, just the smell of aging cardboard and the rhythm underneath. When my brother had no money, Reggie put a record by. Say, come back when life gets better, real music doesn't die. That was more than selling vinyl, that was looking after souls, teaching hungry young men how to turn the pain to gold. Carry the crate, don't let it fall. Every record holds a brother, every scratch remembers all. Keep it safe, keep it close. What the mainstream never carry, we protect it down below. Carry the crate through the rain. Old school is the memory that survives beyond a name. No applause, no parade, just the brothers and the culture that the underground created. They closed the store, said the neighborhood had changed, but a place does not disappear when its lessons live inside the people. We arrived before the sunrise, helped them take the posters down. Found a photograph of brothers who no longer came around. Some had moved beyond the city, some were sleeping underground, but their fingerprints remained on every record that we found. Reggie handed me a crate with the deepest kind of stare. Said, these belong to men who made the scene when none would care. Don't lock them in the basement just to prove what you possess. Play them for the younger ones and teach them where they connect. So we loaded up the van while the rain hit the street. Every brother took a box like a promise to complete. No contract made us guardians, no company gave the role. We were chosen by the nights when those records saved our souls. Now we host a monthly session underneath the railway line. Young brothers bring their verses, older brothers bring the vinyl. When the needle finds the groove and the first kick hits the room, that old shop begins to breathe again beneath the concrete gloom.
For the brother who found the sample, for the brother who carried the sound, for the brother who opened the circle when the whole world shut us down, for the ones who pressed the records, for the ones who kept them clean, for the names outside the spotlight who created every scene.
Carry the crate, don't let it fall. Every record holds a brother, every scratch remembers all.
Keep it safe,
keep it close. What the mainstream never carry, we protect it down below.
Carry the crate through the rain.
Old school is the memory that survives beyond the name.
When the final store is gone,
we will keep the needle moving and the culture carries on. Everything valuable belongs behind glass. Some things must be played. Some stories must be shared. Some brothers must be remembered. One mic, one hand, one truth, and no brains. One beat, one code, past the flame, down the road. I learned from a brother with gray in his beard. He said, never make a record that your people cannot feel. Don't confuse being famous with commanding respect. A million empty listeners cannot pay your moral debt. He taught me how to pause, how to breathe through the snare, how to speak for the brother who was never given air, how to sharpen every sentence without sharpening hate, and how to leave a door open when I finally reach the gate. Past the flame,
don't own it,
speak the truth,
then show it.
When the youngest brother grows,
make sure he already knows.
I watch crews fall apart over placement on a song. Everybody wanted credit, nobody admitted wrong. One brother took the center to the circle, lost shape. Another sold the old masters just to purchase a chain. So we returned to the bridge where the whole thing began. No stage, no security, just a mic in the hand. Every rapper got a verse, every brother got time. Nobody stood above us because nobody owned the rhyme.
Old school is not the year printed under a track. It is giving what you learned and expecting nothing back. It is checking on your brother when his voice becomes strange. It is telling him the truth before the money makes him change. It is protecting every master, every story, every name, then placing that microphone inside a younger hand again.
Who owns the sound?
Nobody alone.
Who carries the code?
Every brother coming home.
What happens when I'm gone?
What happens when I'm gone?
The rhythm still remains.
We never hold the crown. We only pass the flame.
One mic,
Many names.
same circle.
Pass the flame.
One mic. One mic.
Many names. Many names.
One mic. Same cipher, same code. Pass the sound. One mic. Every brother holds it down. Same cipher, same code. Pass the sound. Different roads brought us all beneath the ground. Hold it down. Yeah. Check the circle. One came from the west where the summer stayed hot. One came from the towers where the elevator stopped. One brother lost his father, one was raised by the street. But the beat made us equal when we gathered every week. No man took the center for too long at a time. Every brother had a moment, every pain had a rhyme. If your verse lost direction, we will help you rebuild. Not laugh at your weakness just to make ourselves skilled. We corrected one another, kept the ego outside. Because pride breaks a circle faster than enemies tried. There were nights when the anger made the whole crew divide. And the music brought the truth, we what you stubborn to hide. One microphone taught us what the world never showed. Different stories can survive underneath the same code. Pass the mic. Every brother gets a voice inside the circle tonight. Speak the truth. Keep the brotherhood tight. Hold it cold, don't fold, hold the code. Different scars, but we carry the same underground soul. Hold the code, don't fold, hold the code. When one voice starts to weaken, every brother makes it whole. Yeah, whole. Then the scene became crowded and the money walked in. Some started calling brothers by the value of their wins. Every handshake felt colder, every smile had a plan. They forgot the old cipher where the brotherhood began. We refused to turn the circle to a ladder for fame. No brother stood above us just because of his name. When the record did numbers, every brother felt proud. When the record disappeared, we still gathered around. We buried 2 brothers and we welcomed 3 sons. Told them old school means finishing what loyalty begun. It is more than drum patterns or the clothing you wear. It's making room inside the circle and protecting who is there. Now the train still shakes the bridge when the midnight winds blow. When the younger brothers gather where we stood years ago. Pass the mic. Every brother gets a voice inside the circle tonight. Speak the truth. Keep the brotherhood tight. Hold the code, don't fold, hold the code. Different scars, but we carry the same underground soul. Hold the code, don't fold, hold the code. When one voice starts to weaken, every brother makes it whole. Yeah, my circle has no front seat and no brother stands behind. Every voice deserves respect, every scar deserves a line. Old school is the promise that the strong protect the small. When the microphone is shared, there is room enough for all. Hold the code, don't fold, don't fold. Different scars, but we carry the same underground soul. Hold the code, don't fold, hold the code. When one voice starts to weaken, every brother makes it whole. Same cipher, same cipher, same cipher, same code. Same block brothers, follow the code. Never leave one alone. Same block brothers, follow the code. through the rain, we carry the load. Same scars, same scars, same road, yeah. For my brothers, for my brothers, yeah. Came from the basement where the cold wind blew. One plate on the table, had to split it in two. Different blood in our veins, but the struggle was shared. When the whole world vanished, you were already there. Old shoes on our feet, big plans in our heads. Made the promise to rise while we slept without beds. Every door stayed locked, every street felt rough, but we stood side by side when the nights got tough. You covered my back when the trouble came near. I carried your pain when you buried your fear. Never counted the favors, never asked for a price. Real brothers give everything, no thinking twice. Now the city knows our names, but we still move low. Same men from the pavement, still protecting the code. Hold the code. Same block, same scars. Never leave your brother cold. Never fold, never fold, and never leave your brother cold. Stand your ground, don't run. Stand your ground. Blood ain't the reason that we call you family. Stand your ground, don't run. Stand your ground. When the darkness comes, you can depend on me. Yeah, 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 yeah. Midnight in the Chevy, passing streets we knew. Every wall holds a story of what we went through. Some brothers chased money, then they lost their soul. Some remained in the shadows, still defending the goal. We had fights, held grudges, let the silence grow. But the bond made in hunger is too deep to let go. When your mother got sick, every brother came through. No cameras in the room, only loyalty true. When I nearly gave up, you reminded me why. Said the man ain't defeated just because he may cry. Now the table has food and the engine runs clean, but I still see the hunger in the old movie scenes. Let the whole world change. Let the cold winds blow. I will stand with my brothers till the wheels move slow. Hold the cold. Same block, same scars. Never leave your brother cold. Never fold, never fold. Never leave your brother cold. Stand your ground, don't run. Stand your ground. Blood ain't the reason that we call you family. Stand your ground, don't run. Stand your ground. When the darkness comes, you can depend on me. Yeah. For the brothers underground who never got a name. For the ones who stayed loyal with no money or fame. Every scar that we carry is a link in the chain. We may walk different roads, but the code stays the same. Stand your ground, don't run. Stand your ground. Blood ain't the reason that we call you family. Stand your ground, don't run. Stand your ground. When the darkness comes, you can depend on me. Yeah. Same code, same code, same code, same code, same code. Yeah. Let me get a coffee black, no sugar. Just gonna stand here and watch the world spin for a minute. Yeah. Leaning on the plexiglass, standing by the door, watching the drama unfold at the local store. The homeless man outside begging for a dime, while the neighborhood hustlers plotting the crime. A mother at the counter counting up the heavy change, trying to figure out how to mathematically arrange a meal for a beautiful and innocent kids, while the politicians making their deceptive bids. The neon sign is buzzing up above the wet glass, watching another tragedy inevitably pass. I see the undercover cops sitting in the unmarked car, watching the local dealers operating from afar. The neighborhood is functioning just like a machine, a devastating calculated poverty routine. I take a sip of the coffee, bitter and black, carrying the weight of the city up on the back. Watch the block, read the street, surviving the heavy concrete defeat. Open the eyes, analyze the scheme. Waking the brothers from the fabricated dream. Yeah. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Yeah. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Yeah. Wake up. The Gentrification is slowly creeping in the zone, erasing the history and everything we own. They raising the rent until the families gotta move, erasing the historical and generational groove. The corner store is the only sanctuary left in the community suffering from systemic theft. I see a young kid walking in with a heavy frown, wearing the colors of the most dangerous side of town. He buys a pack of gum, holding on to a loaded tool, skipping the education, dropping out of the school. I pull him to the side, look him strictly in the eye, tell him that the lifestyle is a fabricated lie. You're fighting over asphalt you will never ever own, trading your potential for a temporary throne. The system wants you dead or sitting in a tiny cage. You gotta channel the intelligence and curb the rage.
Watch the block, read the street, surviving the heavy concrete defeat. Open the eyes, analyze the scheme, waking the brothers from the fabricated dream. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
Yeah.
Wake up, wake up, wake up.
Yeah.
Wake up.
I buy the kid a sandwich, hand him a paperback book, telling him to thoroughly and carefully take a look. The knowledge is the weapon that they absolutely fear. It makes the invisible boundaries disappear. You wanna be a rebel, go and get a real degree. Learn how to build a business, secure the property. We gotta pool the resources, elevate the total net. We owe the ancestors a monumental debt. He looks at the book, puts the weapon in his bag, lowering the colors of the territorial flag. It's just a small step, but the journey has begun. Walking out the store into the rising of the sun. I finish up the coffee, throw the cup in the trash, knowing that the intellect is heavier than cash. The corner store prophet, delivering the holy word, making sure the message of the universe is heard.
The whole world is right here on this corner. You just gotta know how to look at it. Take care of yourself, kid. Something ain't right. The street is too quiet. Keep the engine running. Hand me the steel.
Midnight on the docks, the fog is rolling heavy in. Meeting with the connect to commit a heavy sin. Got the briefcase sitting right there on the passenger seat, feeling a sudden drop in my regular heartbeat. Looking at the rear view, studying the shadow play. Something is telling me to put it in reverse and drive away. The street lights flickering, casting an illusion. My gut is telling me it's a tactical intrusion. Usually the spot is crowded, tonight it's a ghost town. I roll the window down, trying to catch a single sound. I see a silhouette standing right next to the wall, holding the cell phone, making a silent little call. My hand slowly gripping on the handle of the tool. I survived this long because I ain't a damn fool. I put the car in drive, getting ready to escape. I'm breaking out the boundaries of this geographical shape. Get down, it's a setup. Drive, 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 drive. Get down, it's a setup. Drive, 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 drive. Bullets tearing through the metal, hitting on the leather seats, echoing across the silence of the empty city streets. I kick the door open, roll it now onto the ground, returning the fire, unloading every single round. Sparks flying off the concrete, lighting up the dark, igniting the explosion from a tiny little spark. I'm diving under cars, crawling right through the debris, trying to survive the catastrophic tragedy. They coming from the left, they coming from the right. I'm fighting for my life in the middle of the night. I reload the clip, pop up and let it spray, making sure the enemies are standing far away. I grab the briefcase, sprinting toward the alley gate, escaping from the jaws of a devastating fate. I hop over the fence, landing in the muddy dirt, checking my anatomy to see if I am hurt. The sirens approaching, the cavalry is on the way. I vanish in the fog, living for another day. The adrenaline is pumping, burning like a heavy fire, walking on a razor thin suspended metal wire.
I made it out, but they knew exactly where I was gonna be. There was only 3 people who knew about this location. Me, the Connect, and my own blood brother. It was you. You set me up. I'm coming for you. I'm coming for you.
I've seen 3 generations make the exact same mistakes. My job ain't to judge them, it's to teach them. Sit down. Young blood, listen. 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 Pass the torch, light the spark. Got in the youngest. Yeah. Sitting on the milk crate, observing the block, watching the young hustlers running from the cop. They got the sagging pants and the aggressive attitude, thinking that the universe is owing them gratitude. I look at them and see the reflection of my youth before the harsh reality delivered me the truth. They think they reinvented how the dirty game is played. They don't know the cemetery where the founders laid. I pull a youngin' to the side, look them in the face, tell them there ain't no finish line inside the devil's race. The fast money comes with a devastating tax. The system is designed to put you flat upon your backs. I show them all my scars, bullet wounds and the burns, teaching them the lessons before the cylinder turns. I'm the designated prophet of the concrete floor, giving out the keys to unlock the heavy door. Pass the torch, light the spark. Guiding the youngest through the dark. Pass the torch, light the spark. Guiding the youngest through the dark. Got it, the God in the youngins, through the dark. I tell them that true gangster is walking away, living so your mother doesn't have to sit and pray. A real man provides without risking his own life. He builds a sanctuary for his children and his wife. I'm dropping heavy gems on the pavement of the street, hoping that my wisdom makes this survival complete. You survive the environment by outsmarting the trap, not by putting extra hollow points inside the strap. The graveyard is filled with the toughest in the town. The quiet intellects are the ones who hold the crown. I pass the torch down with a heavy calloused hand, hoping that the future generation understand. I am the bridge connecting the past to the new, wiping off the lenses so they get a clearer view. A stoic philosopher with nothing left to prove, just showing the soldiers the proper way to move. You wanna be a rebel? You wanna be dangerous? Read a book, buy property that terrifies the system more than any gun. Read a book. Pass the torch, light the spark, guiding the youngins through the dark. Pass the torch, light the spark, guiding the youngins through the dark. Guiding the youngins through the dark. Take the knowledge and make it out of here. Eyes open, head on a swivel. Word on the street is the Southside boys are pushing up on our borders tonight. Hold the line. Yeah, standing on the corner where the street signs been. figuring out who was an enemy or a friend. The block is an economy, the block is a state. Guarding the perimeter, securing the gate. Youngins on the bicycles, acting like the scouts. Looking for the undercover cars in the routes. We got a fragile peace treaty signed in the blood, but rumors are spreading like a catastrophic flood. I'm leaning on the brakes, smoking on a cigar, watching every single unfamiliar looking car. The tension is thick, you could cut it with a knife. Everybody gambling the value of a life. The mother sitting on the porch looking at the sky, praying that the violence passes quietly by. I tap my waistline, making sure the tool is there, inhaling the toxicity of the urban air. 3 black SUVs rolling down the avenue. They crossing the line. Arm up, arm up. They cross the borderline, we go into war. Shattering the peace right down to the core. Grab the artillery out of the hidden stash, ready to turn the vehicles into the ash. I'm barking out the orders, organizing the line, making sure the strategy is perfectly designed. They roll the windows down, pointing out the steel. I'm showing these cowards exactly how it feels. We dropping the barricades, blocking up the street, forcing the enemies into a quick retreat. I'm firing a weapon, holding it with 2 hands, defending the integrity of the holy lands. You wanna take the corner, you gotta go through me. I am the guardian of the community. We pushing them back, we breaking the attack. Listening to the heavy ammunition crack. No giving up an inch, no giving up a yard. We hitting them heavy and we hitting them hard. The Southside boys are making a fatal mistake, watching the foundation of the empire break. Break, 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 break.
This is our dirt. You bleed here, or you leave here.
Hold your fire, they retreating. Yeah, run back to your side of the tracks.
Check the perimeter. Nobody sleeps tonight. The war just started.
We trade our potential. It's time to wake up, wake up, wake up. Turn the drums up, drums up. We turn the drums up. We trade chain. It's time to wake up. Turn the drums up. You bought a Cuban link, but you renting out your home, living in a heavily fabricated, superficial dome. The industry is pushing a materialistic view to manipulate exactly what the young brothers do. You flashing heavy hundreds, but your credit score is low, putting on a deeply ridiculous and tragic show. The gold on your neck is a metaphorical leash, destroying your internal and your absolute peace. I traded the designer for a heavily profound book, changing up the way I internally profoundly look. The wealth ain't defined by the car that you drive, but the positive legacy that you keep alive. I'm investing in the block, buying up the corner store, opening the intellectual and economical door. You a slave to the brand, a willing participant, while I am the conscious and the grand magnificent. Break the chain, elevate the brain, washing away the generational pain. Break the chain, elevate the brain, washing away the generational pain. We high, washing away the generational pain. Washing away the generational pain. We highly distracted by the shiny glittering things, forgetting that we descended from a lineage of kings. They extract the resources, sell it back at a premium, while we deeply drowning in the capitalistic tedium. I'm teaching financial literacy to the local youth, providing the absolute and the unadulterated truth. You don't need a Gucci belt to validate your worth. You heavily inherited the entire spinning earth. We gotta build the businesses, deeply control the tax, focusing strictly on the monumental, solid facts. I look at the chain, heavily toss it in the lake, refusing to be another fabricated, walking fake. The real jewelry is the knowledge inside the head, the profound words that are beautifully and wisely said. I'm walking completely free, I'm burdened by the weight, taking absolute control of my deeply profound fate. I'm a pioneer. subconscious, heavy thought, refusing to be manipulated, rented out or bought. The culture is suffering, but I am the living cure, keeping the historical intentions absolutely pure. I stand my holy ground, refusing to conform. A quiet shelter in the middle of the raging storm. My mind is razor sharp, the vision is crystal clear, eradicating the superficial capitalistic fear. I'm leaving the permanent, undeniably profound mark, illuminating the devastating in the absolute dark. The fool's gold quickly sinks to the muddy floor, while I spread my wings and learn to truly soar. Bees, bees, bees,
Everybody wants to be the boss until it's time to do boss things. The crown looks like gold, but it feels like iron heavy. 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 Heavy.
I sit at the head of the heavily decorated table, the heavily undisputed author of the heavily urban fable. The soldiers salute me when I'm heavily walking by. No deeply embedded rival is willing to heavily try. I dictate the deeply heavily economic pace, controlling the heavily deeply historical urban space. The money is heavily flowing in deeply magnificent streams, fulfilling the deeply heavily capitalistic dreams. I built a deeply heavily fortified, heavily massive wall, ensuring the heavily deeply historical empire won't fall. The power is heavily intoxicating, deeply profound. I am the heavily undisputed king of the town. They ask for the deeply heavily monumental advice, knowing I pay the heavily deeply incredible heavy price.
A king doesn't just wear a crown, he carries the weight of every casualty in his kingdom. Heavy is the head that is wearing the crown, watching the heavily historical empire burning down. The respect is heavily paid with a deeply profound sorrow, praying the heavily deeply loyal soldiers see tomorrow.
Bear to wait.
Yeah, bear to wait. Yeah, bear to wait. Yeah, better wait.
But behind the heavily closed doors, I heavily deeply suffer the mental wars. When a young soldier is heavily deeply tragically killed, the heavily deeply profound guilt is heavily spilled. I gotta heavily look deeply in his mother's eyes, and heavily deeply fabricate the lies, telling her that he died for a heavily deeply noble cause, hiding the heavily deeply incredibly devastating flaws. The crown is heavily deeply incredibly made of the thorns. Every heavily deeply single time she mourns. I'm deeply heavily deeply entirely responsible, carrying the deeply incredibly deeply impossible weight of the heavily deeply human lives, protecting the deeply incredibly vulnerable wives. I heavily deeply want to completely step down, but who is gonna heavily deeply protect the town? I heavily deeply carry the cross, the deeply incredibly devastating ultimate boss.
Heavy is the head that is wearing the crown, watching the heavily historical empire burning down. The respect is heavily paid with the deeply profound sorrow, praying the heavily deeply loyal soldiers see tomorrow. Yeah, bear to wait. Yeah, bear to wait. Yeah, bear to wait. Yeah, bear to wait.
Everybody, boss. Everybody.
We spent 10 years trying to kill each other over a street neither of us own. Look at us now.
What was the point?
What was the point? Standing in the heavy rain, wearing a tailored suit, paying the final respect, delivering the absolute. Looking at the headstone with your name carved deep, a permanent slumber, an eternal type of sleep. You was my biggest rival, the enemy on the street, fighting for survival, refusing to take defeat. We shed a lot of blood, turning avenues to mud, a devastating, catastrophic generational flood. But looking at the dirt getting shoveled in the hole, I only feel a heavy sorrow resting on my soul. We were two young kings, manipulated by the strings, ignorant to the reality that the violence brings. We fought for a zip code, walking the dangerous road, carrying the toxic and the devastating load, while the real enemy laughed, watching us self-destruct. A meticulously engineered, systematic construct.
Drop the rose, close the grave, freeing the mentally bound slave. Bury the hate, let the weapons rust, ashes to ashes, and the concrete to the dust. Yeah, let it go. Yeah, let it go. Yeah, let it go.
Yeah. They told us we were foes, orchestrated the tragic show. The system provided the guns and watched the body count grow. We thought we were generals commanding a mighty fleet, but we were just pawns dying on the desolate street. The mothers are weeping, the caskets are dropping down. The undertaker is the richest man in the entire town. I look at your family crying under the canopy, realizing the profound and the utter insanity. I see my own reflection in the puddles on the grass, watching the fragility of the human lifetime pass. If I pull the trigger first, it would be me in the box, locked in a permanent state with the heaviest of locks. The territorial pride is a venomous disease, bringing the strongest of warriors directly to the knees. I'm shedding a silent tear, washing away the pride, standing as a solitary figure by your side.
Drop the rose, close the grave, freeing the mentally bound slave. Bury the hate, let the weapons rust, ashes to ashes, and the concrete to the dust. Yeah, let it go. Let it go. Yeah, let it go.
I drop a single red flower down onto the wood, refusing to continue the violence in the hood. I make a holy vow today to completely walk away, to ensure the younger generation sees a brighter day. I'm burying the hatchet, burying the deep revenge. There is no honor left for the warriors to avenge. I'm going to the youth centers, telling them my tragic tale, trying to keep the young brothers out of the bloody jail. Your death won't be in vain. I will utilize the pain to break the heavily destructive generational chain. Rest in absolute peace, my former territorial brother. Underneath the surface, we were exactly like each other. I turn my collar up, walking back to the waiting car, looking at the stormy clouds, hiding the morning star. The war is officially over, the battle is finally done. I'm stepping out of the shadows and walking toward the sun.
No more blood, I'm ending the war right here. Rest easy, rest easy, rest easy.
Rest easy. What's the point?
Rest easy, 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 easy. Move silent, move silent, move silent. Keep it dark, keep it dark. Leave no trace, leave no trace, and leave no mark.
Move silent,
Move silent, silent. Keep it dark, leave no trace,
and leave no mark.
leave no mark, leave no mark.
Yeah, let's ride. Let's ride. Yeah, yeah. Window roll down, catching the midnight breeze. Only time my mind is somewhat at ease. Memories of the dirt where the flowers won't grow. Now I'm planting my seeds in the concrete snow. Got a pocket full of grit and the mind like a vault. If you slip in this game, it is your own fault. I don't ride with the hype, I don't chase the trend. I just stack my chips right through to the end. Seen the bright lights, blind the sharpest of minds. Leave the weak ones lost in the daily grinds. Ain't no time for the slipping, gotta tie the boots. Taken from the branches, but I nurture the roots. Stay smooth. Move silent. Leave no trace, leave no mark. Leave no trace, leave no mark. Black 10, don't flinch, black 10. Moving
moving through the shadows like a silhouette print. Black tint, don't flinch, black tint. Leave no trace behind, just a cold footprint. Stopped at the red light, looking left and right. Ain't no friendly faces out in the dead of night. Everybody gotta hustle, everybody gotta scheme. I'm just trying to wake up from this American dream. Built a wall around my trust, locked it with the key. Only me, myself, and I in this trinity. When the rain hits the glass, it sounds like a drum, reminding me of all the battles that I overcame and won. I don't need a pat on the back or a shiny plaque. I just need my rear view clear. Keep them off my back through the smoke in the mirrors. I see the truth. I'm a veteran of the block, still keeping my youth. Stay smooth. Move solid, 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 solid. Leave no trace and leave no mark. Leave no trace and leave no black mark. Black tint, don't flinch, black tint. Moving through the shadows like a silhouette print. Black tint, don't flinch, black tint. Leave no trace behind, just a cold footprint. I take the long way home just to clear my head, remembering the words that my old man said. Keep your head on the swivel and your heart on ice. In this game of life and death, ain't no rolling twice. Black tint, don't flinch, black tint. Moving through the shadows like a silhouette print. Black tint, don't flinch, black tint. Leave no trace behind. Just a cold footprint. Yeah. Move solid, move solid, move solid, move solid.
It ain't personal. It's just arithmetic, calculate the risk. It ain't personal. It's just arithmetic. It's just arithmetic, calculate. Count the cost, embrace the frost. Navigating where the souls are lost. Count the cost, embrace the frost. Navigating where the souls are lost. Keep the math clean, never cross the boss. Yeah, never cross the boss. Never cross the boss.
I look at the block like an intricate equation, operating smoothly through a heavy altercation. Minus the emotion, multiply the revenue. Only keeping absolute professionals in the crew. They crying about the struggle, crying about the heavy pain. I am extracting water from the unforgiving rain. You add a little weakness, it subtracts the overall. I'm standing like a monument, refusing to fall. The decimals are shifting, the percentages are tight. I'm a mathematician working strictly in the night. No sympathy for rookies stepping in the danger zone. You gotta pay the toll if you're walking it alone. I tally up the debts, tally up the casualties, studying the rhythm of the city's tragedies. I keep the ledger balance written in the black ink. Standing on the edge, but I never even blink.
Count the cost, embrace the frost. Navigating where the souls are lost. Count the cost, embrace the frost. Navigating where the souls are lost. Keep the math clean, never cross the boss. Yeah, never cross the boss. Yeah, never cross the boss.
I divide and conquer, separate the weak links. Sitting in the shadow while the opposition thinks. They trying to predict me, analyzing the pattern. I'm orbiting a totally different ring of Saturn. The currency is cold, but the metal is much colder. The weight of the reality is resting on the shoulder. I calculate the angle, calculate the trajectory. I am the director of this urban directory. You're fumbling the numbers, making critical mistakes. Living in a circle filled entirely with snakes. I carry the subtraction right inside the heavy coat, ensuring that the enterprise is managing the float. There is no coincidence, everything is by design. I walk perfectly along the designated line. If the sum doesn't equal, then the problem is removed. The theorem of survival is consistently approved.
Check the numbers. You can't buy loyalty on a discount, and you can't refund the betrayal. Count the cost, embrace the frost. Navigating where the souls are lost. Count the cost, embrace the frost. Navigating where the souls are lost. Keep the math clean, never cross the boss. Never cross the boss. never cross the bars.
It ain't personal. It ain't the
Bars.
Break the chain, walk the line, leaving on the fake love fall behind. Break the chain, walk the line, leaving on the fake love fall behind. Walk the line.
Yeah, listen up. Standing on the corner where the street lights fade, watching how the young bloods getting underpaid. I see my reflection in their hungry, angry eyes, chasing after illusions hidden in the city's lies. We was born in the maze with no map to navigate, taught to love the hustle, but we learned how to hate. I ain't here to preach, I got dirt on my own hands, blood on the sneakers, walking through the barren lands. But I survived the storm and I kept my soul intact. Now I'm giving out the blueprint, laying down the fact. It ain't about how loud you can bark in the night, it's about who's left standing when they turn on the light. Keep the moves calculated, keep the circle small. Only way to conquer when your back is against the wall. If the talk get loud, I let the silence reign. A quiet man's wisdom is a loud man's pain.
Stand tall, walk the line, break the chain, leaving all the fake love far behind. Leaving all the fake love, leaving all the fake love far behind. Deep roots don't break, deep roots. Growing through the pain, watch the foundation shake. Deep roots don't break, deep roots. Nothing in this world that the strong mind can't take.
Yeah.
Riding through the district, rolling down the window tint. Every bullet hole in the wall is a bloody fingerprint. System designed to keep us at the very bottom floor, locking up the mind before they lock the prison door. I put down the steel, started picking up the books, learning how to outsmart the politicians and the crooks. They want us in the cage or they want us in the dirt. I'm trying to show the block how to heal her from the herd. Every dollar that I stack is a brick in the new wall, building up a shelter for the homies when they fall. When the pressure hits the chest, gotta breathe and let it go. Mastering the mind is the only way to grow. I take a heavy loss, but I never lose the war. I just wipe the dust off and settle up the score. They want that shine, but I want that truth. I'm planting down a seed for the misguided youth. Stand tall, walk the line, break the chain, leaving all the fake love far behind. Leaving all the fake love, leaving all the fake love far behind. Deep roots don't break, deep roots. Growing through the pain, watch the foundation shake. Deep roots don't break, deep roots. Nothing in this world that a strong mind can't take. I dodge the empty promises, the systematic traps, erasing all the borders on they sociological maps. No borrowed identity, no renting out my soul. Just a king in his castle, in absolute control. Deep roots don't break, deep roots. Growing through the pain, watch the foundation shake. Deep roots don't break, deep roots. Nothing in this world that a strong mind can't take. Break the chain, break the chain, break the chain, break the chain, break the chain. Check the board, move the pawn. Wait it out until the dawn. Check the board, move the pawn. Wait it out until the dawn. Till the dawn, till the dawn, till the dawn, till the dawn. Tune in, looking at the city like a chessboard game. Pause, move first, chasing after the fame. I'm the king in the back, observing the play. Let the loud ones talk, let them have their day. Hustling on the stoop with a heavy mind, leaving all the childish endeavors behind. Dice hit the pavement, snake eye stare. Life ain't a movie and life ain't fair. Sirens in the distance singing lullabies. I see the cold truth through the alibis. No shiny watches, just impeccable timing. While they falling off, I'm steadily climbing. When the pressure hits, I don't crack the sweat. I just called the bluff and I raised the bet. Hold the frame up, move the palm, wait it out until the dawn. Wait it out until the dawn. Cold gaze, don't phase. Cold gaze, walking through the fire in the smoky haze. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Cold gaze, don't phase. Cold gaze, navigate the board. Master of the maze. Yeah. Riding through the avenues, windows rolled up, sipping on the truth from a styrofoam cup. Fake friends smile with the daggers in hand. I can read the plot, I can see the plan. I was in the storm without an umbrella. Now I'm the author, the master storyteller. Right hand drafting up the master script, left hand making sure the balance don't slip. If they try to trap me, I find a way out. Turn a dead end to a brand new route. They want the fast money, I want the real power. Standing like a gargoyle on the clock tower. When the game gets ugly and the pieces fall, I'm the last one standing, leaning on the wall. Listen closely, closely, closely. Every move has a consequence. Every dollar bill breaks the innocence. You can't buy time, you can't rent a soul. Checkmate the devil before we make some moves. Hold the frame up, move the palm, wait it out until the dawn. Wait it out until the dawn. Cold gaze, don't phase. Cold gaze, walking through the fire in a smoky haze. Cold gaze, don't phase. Cold gaze, navigate the board. Master of the maze. Yeah, I dodge the traps, I dodge the feds. I stay 10 steps ahead of the dreads. No luck involved, just pure strategy. Building up my own legacy. Cold gaze, don't gaze. Walking through the fire in the smoky haze. Cold gaze, don't phase. Cold gaze, navigate the board. Master of the maze. Check the board, 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 check the board. Oh.
Did you hear that? Shh. Turn the lights off. Just listen. Just listen. Just listen. Just listen. Just listen. Did you hear that? Shh. Turn the lights off. Just listen.
3 a.m. in the morning, staring blindly at the ceiling, fighting with a terrifying, paralyzing feeling. The mansion is massive, the security system is tight, but I cannot find a peaceful moment in the dead of night. Every shadow on the wall looks exactly like a ghost of the brothers that I utilized and violently roasted. The money in the safe cannot purchase a minute of sleep. The psychological secrets are incredibly deep. I hear a floorboard creak in the empty hollow hall. I'm grabbing on the loaded weapon hanging on the wall. It's just the wind blowing heavily against the window pane, but the trauma is permanently embedded in the brain. I walk up to the mirror, splashing water on my face, looking at a man who is completely out of his grace. I survived the violent, chaotic, and muddy trench, but I can never wash away the metaphorical stench.
Lock the door, check the blind, fighting with the traumatized mind.
Trust nobody, not even the silhouette, living with the unpayable historical debt.
Yeah, trust nobody. Yeah.
Trust nobody.
You eliminate the enemies, take the heavy golden crown, but the gravity is heavily pulling your spirit down. I'm isolated, trapped inside of the luxurious wealth, sacrificing every ounce of my spiritual health. The sirens in the distance triggering the heavy sweat, a terrifying, unescapable, invisible net. I got a closet full of skeletons rattling the bones, sitting on the most uncomfortable of the bloody thrones. My friends are either dead or they sitting in a prison cell, leaving me to navigate this beautifully decorated hell. I can't trust the chef, I can't even trust the maid. Every single interaction feels like a deceptive charade. The paranoia is a cancer eating at the holy soul, taking absolute and devastating psychological control. I'm a prisoner of war in a war that I actually won, hiding in the darkness from the brilliance of the sun.
Lock the door, check the blind. Fighting with the traumatized mind. Trust nobody, not even the silhouette. Living with the unpayable historical debt. Yeah, trust nobody.
Trust nobody.
I pour a heavy glass of the aged in the dark brown, swallowing the overwhelming anxiety deep down. I realize the ultimate and the devastating truth. I sacrificed the beauty of my innocent youth for a temporary superficial material gain. And now I gotta suffer the psychological pain. I am the warden of my personal mental penitentiary, documenting the downfall in a tragic documentary. I put the weapon down heavily on the mahogany desk, accepting the reality of the absolute grotesque. I gotta find a way to make amends for what I did, trying to resurrect the innocence of the inner kid. I'm donating the millions, trying to balance out the scale, hoping that my spiritual redemption will finally prevail. The dawn is breaking through the curtains, illuminating the room. A solitary king escaping the psychological tomb.
You survive the streets just to fight a war in your own head. I got everything I ever wanted. So why do I feel so damn empty?
I don't even recognize the man looking back at me.
Look at the kid in the mirror, heavily shining with the gold, living a lifestyle that is beautifully, dangerously bold. I got the city in my palm, the rivals are terrified. My deeply inflated ego is heavily, completely satisfied. I rode through the avenue in the heavily tinted bands, surrounded by a heavily loyal circle of the friends. We popping the bottle, celebrating the massive wealth, ignoring the damage to our deeply psychological health. I thought the respect was measured by the fear in their eyes, believing the deeply superficial in the fabricated lies. I pushed my family away, said I had to grind alone, building a heavily fortified and an isolated throne. I was invincible, untouched by the universal law, ignorant to the incredibly massive, fatal character flaw.
Time is the undefeated champion. It takes the gold and leaves you with the rust. Stare in the mirror, what do you see? The ghost of the boy that you used to be. The money is loud, but the silence is deep. A heavily devastating promise that you couldn't keep. Face yourself. Face yourself.
Now I'm looking at the mirror 20 heavily decades late, suffering the consequences of the deeply isolated fate. The gold chains are heavy, but they feel like a metal noose. The deeply psychological demons are heavily running loose. The friends that I had are either buried or in a cell, leaving me to navigate this deeply lonely, luxurious hell. The scars on my face are a deeply permanent reminder of a deeply violent past that is heavily left behind. Or I traded my holy soul for a heavily temporary shine, crossing an incredibly irreversible and a dangerous line. If I could talk to the boy that I heavily used to be, I would tell him to deeply and profoundly break free from the illusion of the street, the heavily fabricated power before the incredibly devastating
And the final hour. Stare in the mirror, what do you see? The ghost of the boy that you used to be. The money is loud, but the silence is deep. A heavily devastating promise that you couldn't keep.